Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Blogging with Braden. My name's Braden and welcome to my blog. This week a few things have been happening to me. I handed my notice in to work, got a new job. The shower's still broken, that's not a good thing. Oh, and I seem to have lost some hair on the top of my head. Not a big deal. So last blog I mentioned I'd be doing something with these little old Nerf guns here. I did do something with these Nerf guns last Friday actually, but it wasn't to plan. I'll start from the beginning. This week my cousin came to visit me. Me and my cousin have been very good friends, if not like close like brothers, since we were born. So when we're together, we're a little bit silly. And this time especially, we were very silly. To be more specific, I was very silly. We were playing Nerf guns, and I seem to have had a little accident on the top of my head. So here's what happened. Okay, so I was in this room, and my cousin was in that room. And then me in this room decided to employ guerrilla ninja tactics and run through. Didn't go very well.
Recording. Okay, here we go. Bradensmind.
How you doing, mate?
Let me just show everyone at home my hand.
This is literally...
That's not fake blood. It looks like fake blood. It's not like fake blood. It does. This is Braden. Hello, you know Braden. Yeah. Let me have a little close-up of... There it is. That's Braden's blood. You see it? You see Braden's blood? Oh, it makes creepy. It's like cold.
There's the loads.
There's not loads. It's just pulled, and it's like just like a bit of jelly next to your head. Right, let me just fill everyone at home what we're doing. See that Nerf gun?
Warren, you cunt. Warren brought them.
And see this Nerf gun? Basically what happened was... Hello, by the way, I'll turn this camera on. Hello, I'm Kramer. Alright, I am Braden's cousin. Yeah? We were playing the Nerf war. And Braden decided he wanted to use guerrilla tactics and come and charge me.
I jumped in the
But it is... He jumped in the doorway. And what did he do? Oh, he smashed his own brains in. Look at that. You look at this, it's actually not that big. But that on my hand, that is that scary? I'll cover it. My white t-shirt, Braden. You're so selfish!
Sorry, mate.
So selfish!
Mate.
I thought you were pretending. No, no, your glasses are here. Do you need your glasses?
Kramer,
Hello.
remember the time you came to visit me in Lincoln and I smashed my head open?
Remember that time we went to go out to the Super Bowl and then instead you decided it'd be a good idea to smash your own brains in? And I remember that. Look at it. Thing is, though, through the camera, it looked like fake shit blood.
Is that full HD?
Full HD, Braden, I've just had to ring an ambulance. I'm not fucking thinking full
Wash
HD.
your hands.
Fuck off. Right. Hello. Braden, do you want to do a little sign off? I'll put it on your face.
Thanks for watching me, guys. Here's my actual literal brain.
Oh, let's have a look.
Mine.
That was actually... Braden, put it back on your brain!
So yeah, that was my Friday night really. My cousin came to visit and we were going to go out to Super Bowl to have a nice drink and a lovely sociable, sensible time, and we ended up spending all night in hospital. So while I was in the hospital, 10:30 at night till about 9 o'clock in the morning, I was in this thing here. It's like a neck brace. I don't know if you can see it. There's a neck brace there and like a big square thing to keep my head from moving as well. I was in that for 7, nearly 8 hours, and that was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever been in all of my life. Ever. So you might be asking if I knocked myself unconscious when I did this. No, didn't go unconscious at that point. I stayed there on the floor like this with my hands on my head with a tea towel there, as you saw, for quite some time, happily laughing, giggling away. And then when the paramedics came, they said, "We're gonna have to sit you up, Braden." That's fine, not an issue. As soon as they sat me up, gone. Can't remember a thing. Body went into shock, sweating, shaking. My cousin said I was on the floor fitting about like that. Wasn't a very pretty sight. Next thing I remember, I'm on the floor and the paramedics are slapping my face. Obviously they weren't slapping my face, disclaimer. So that's when I passed out the first time. Later on in the night, I was spent all night in this fucking horrible neck brace. Back was killing, everything was irritating me. They'd put the neck brace on wrong, so I've got a bruise at the back of my head. Later on in the night, after the x-ray had gone through, after the CT scan had gone through, to clear my neck and to clear my back to make sure I'd not done any interior damage, they decided to glue my head. They wanted me to wash my own hair to get all the blood out, which stung like a bastard. And then the nurse sat me down. She said, "I think it needs a stitch, doctor." "No, it doesn't. Just glue it. Just glue it," he said. I'm glad he said that, because then the nurse sat me down and decided to open these little sachets of glue and dab it on my head. Now, as you know, glue is sticky. Didn't know if you noticed that. Sorry if I broke the news too early, but glue is sticky. So as she's sticking this thing to my head, you've got to imagine she's not just pouring it on and pushing my scalp together, she's pushing it onto my scalp, it's sticking, and then she's ripping it off. Push, rip, and I'm just there kind of going, fiddle-dee-dee. Kind of took the pain, you know what I mean? I've had a fair few piercings in my life, so I know when I'm in pain now just to freeze and let it go away. But as soon as she said, "There you go, Mr. Guy, all done," I then decided to pass out again. And I woke up with 4 doctors or people holding me up, making sure I wasn't falling over. In the movies, they do that thing, that kind of thing. I thought it was fake. It's actually real. So when I came to and I was sweating, my body had gone into shock again, I could hear people talking around me, and all I could hear was kind of mumbles and noises and things like that. I was trying my best to come round, I couldn't do anything about it, and I could just hear, so I just said, "I can't hear a fucking thing you're saying," and then decided to pass out again. Lovely time. They needed a wheelchair to get me 15 metres to my back to my bed, where my cousin was sleeping, so the nurse kicked him out of bed. Bless him. Tried his hardest with me, didn't he? So the result of that night was me having to shave my head because of all the glue in it. I'd looked like a complete greasy mess with blood still in it. I couldn't go to work with blood on my hair. And this horrific thing on my head. It's hard like a scab and it itches like a motherfucker. Really want to rip the shit out of it right now, but I've got to leave it 5 days and not scratch it. Yay! So that was my weekend, guys. It wasn't exactly the most productive weekend, but it was a weekend nonetheless. I really enjoyed my cousin coming up, and at least we got to use the Nerf guns. It wasn't in the best way possible, and we didn't intend to use the Nerf guns in that way, but nonetheless, Warren goes away for the weekend, leaves me with a Nerf gun and my cousin. Shit happens. Don't do it again, Warren.
Not my fault.
Well, you left me. Anyway. Camera tricks. So if you like my videos, guys, click here, subscribe. Make sure you thumbs it up a bit as well, because that would always be nice for me and Warren and everyone at Bradensmind. And be sure to catch us next time when we do another vlog. Hopefully I won't have injured myself. Hopefully. See you again.